All right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We're back with another video, and yes, back with another unboxing. Very excited that this one has arrived. Faces at the BBC, and it's been interesting. There's been a number of Faces reissues lately, both for Record Store Day, that sort of thing. But this is a big box set that's come out. Looks great, and it's Faces at the BBC, and this is official Faces, 8 CDs plus Blu-ray. And it's every Faces BBC concert and rare BBC sessions, newly remastered, 48-page book, exclusive band commentary, rare photos and sleeve notes by Gary Crowley and Jeff Griffin, BBC TV concert, sounds for Saturday, the music of the Faces, remastered on Blu-ray video. So that's pretty exciting. So this is complete BBC concert and session recordings from 1970 to 1973. And nice that they got this as Faces instead of maybe Rod Stewart in the Faces that you often see. So that's the content on the back. Again, we're talking Kenny Jones, Ronnie Lane, Ian McLagan, Rod Stewart, and Ronnie Wood. Of course, originally the Small Faces, and then with Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood joining the band, shortening the name to Faces, or the Faces. CD1 is John Peel's Sunday Concert, July 5th, 1970. Also on CD1, it's John Peel's Sunday Concert, November 29th, 1970. It's amazing, the career of John Peel with radio and with BBC, and such a supporter of music. John Peel Sunday Concert, May 23rd, 1971, is on Disc 2. Disc 3 is Sounds for Saturday. I love the title of that. Sounds for Saturday. April 1st, 1972. CD4 is John Peel's Sunday Concert, February 26, 1972. CD5, In Concert, 1973, not originally broadcast. CD6 is In Concert, April 21st, 1973. CD7, Top Gear, John Peel, March 28th, 1970. And then there's a whole bunch of other ones on CD7, so you got a few tracks from that. Then you have David Lee Travis Sunday Show, March 15th, 1970, with a few tracks. Top Gear John Peel, September 19th, 1970, a few tracks. And Top Gear John Peel, there we go, December 26th, 1970, with a few tracks, including some Christmas songs on that one. There's Away in a Manger, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, Silent Night, wow, Faces and Choir, wow, my goodness. And CD8 is Sounds of the 70s, Bob Harris, another great DJ, from May 3rd, 1971. Also on CD8 is Top Gear, John Peel, October 6, 1971. And then the Blu-ray is the Sounds for Saturday show, April 1st, 1972. How amazing is that? That is so nice. And nice that they have the music from that Sounds for Saturday is CD3. So it's nice that they have that both audio, and then you can enjoy the Blu-ray. Because sometimes, they have stuff that's on the Blu-ray, and then they don't put any of that stuff on the CD. I kind of like when they do both, when that's possible. Okay. And nice big hype sticker on the front. We'll try to save that as best we can. All right, and it looks like it's a nice book form, almost like LP size. They're pretty close. We'll just put that over there, and there we have it. And on the side there, and hopefully you should be able to see the tracks there. Really nice presentation. And then it just opens up like book form, like that, with the CDs in the front there, and there's John Peel, and a number of CDs in the back, including the Blu-ray. How's like that? Very nice. Okay, so I guess, gosh, we'll take a look at the CDs. I don't think there's anything behind them, and it looks pretty, well, no, there is something behind there. So we got CD1, and we simply have CD2, CD3, and CD4, and then we do have an image that is behind there. And those CDs came out very nicely, nicely housed in there, no issues. Okay, so I'll flip that over. It's interesting that the booklet then is inside here with the Blu-ray like that, and then that's slightly interesting. This is actually glued to here, so you can't remove this. I thought that maybe this would slip out. So it's a little tight. Wow, to get the Blu-ray out. Wow, that's a little tight in there. I'm not sure I would have done that like that, but there we go. So there's the Blu-ray. housed in its own sleeve, but that appears to be glued right down there, and there is no removing that for sure. Not sure I would have done that, but there you go. So let's carry on with CD number 5 here. CD number 5. And if I got the right order here, CD number 6. And CD number 7. And last but not least, CD number 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got some nice images behind there. Don't know if that's the whole, yeah. So we get that, and it's almost like you see that sort of there, like the front of the BBC there. It's BBC, it's like BBC Radio or whatever. Okay, well there's that. Okay, nice picture there. Again with John Peel, and the booklet is simply inside like that. All right, and let's take a look at the booklet. Nice quote from John Peel, BBC Paris Cinema, March 29th, 1973 on the back here. Okay, that's it. I'm afraid the winners and still the reigning champions of the world, the Faces. And thank you very much for being a good audience too. There you go. There's that in the back. So let's take a look inside. And so, yeah, I guess that is the Paris Olympia Theater, or the Paris BBC Paris Cinema, sorry. On the front there, and I think that was the picture that was inside. Oh, okay, let's take a look at what we got. Really nice LP size book. Obviously not hardback, but I'm okay with that. Really interesting, lots of pictures of John Peel. And there's some of the classic Faces albums there. Nice pictures of the band there. Old Rod. And Ronnie. Looking very young. There's Ian and Kenny and Ronnie. Some newspaper articles. Look at all the colors there, my goodness. Wow. And I believe we've got song credits there. There you go. What's going on in that one? Away the Faces with an encore, several encores I hope, says John Peel. Oh, that's a Where's Ronnie? 4 Faces only to perform Angel on Top of the Pops, November 15th, 1972. So that's a cutout. It doesn't even almost quite look like Ronnie, but that's a cutout of Ronnie. There you go. Love that. All right. Great vintage photos. Looking forward to diving into this. Gosh, and hard to imagine of the original small Faces, it's only Kenny Jones that's left. As opposed to the Faces. Of course, Rod and Ronnie still very much with us, along with Kenny. And so there you go. All right, so that is a terrific looking box set. Going to be really enjoy getting into this one. Faces live at the BBC, 8 CDs and Blu-ray. Pretty nice. Okay, and I've got some random CDs I also picked up. Maybe I'll just quickly open them. This one's been out for a bit. Finally picked this up. I know this is also available on vinyl. It seems to be getting a little bit harder to find on vinyl, but I picked up Creedence Clearwater Revival at the Royal Albert Hall, April 14th, 1970, and the hype sticker. This is from Kraft Recordings. The legendary concert captured in 1970, but never released until now. Creedence Clearwater Revival had proved beyond doubt that they are the greatest rock and roll band in the world. That was from New Musical Express, April 18th, 1970. A hits-packed set including Fortunate Son, Bad Moon Rising, Born on the Bayou, Traveling Band, Proud Mary, and more. So there you go. Let's get the shrink off this so we can get a closer look inside. Okay. And certainly, at least for LP, that's a really nice cover with the Royal Albert Hall. Not so much on CD. It's a little smaller in size, but on LP, that looks really nice on vinyl. And there you go. Hopefully, you can see the track listing there. And it does have a nice little book. Again, it's just a very kind of thin. Here's the booklet, which I'm assuming is also available on the LP edition. That's pretty cool. That would have been nice to have included that sort of like as a poster rather than on the insert, but there you go. And last but not least, look at the CD on the sort of vintage fantasy label. There you go, there's that. All right, and there's another artist I picked up. I was debating whether to pick up the LP or not, but for this Canadian artist, I have most of his catalog on CD. He's a Canadian blues artist who's released lots of music over the years, still going strong, terrific singer, performer, just great energy on stage. Talking about Colin James. I've had the chance to see Colin James. I'd love to see him again because he is still going strong and still delivering. So this is his new album. It's Chasing the Sun, and I think the LP is pretty reasonably priced, but I went with the CD. I might pick up the vinyl version, but as I say, I've got most of his stuff actually on CD, other than his first couple of albums. So let's take that off, and yeah, he's still delivering. And so this is produced by Colin James and Colin Linden. Colin Linden's another great performer, primarily blues, kind of country. Colin Linden has worked with Bruce Cockburn as well. And a couple of tracks here. The song Protection features Lucinda Williams, and two songs, Devilment and Come to Find Out, featuring Charlie Musselwhite. So there you go. I can say Colin James is kind of blues rock, if you will. But if you're not familiar with this Canadian artist, there's just a wealth of material available. Whoops, the CD's almost going to fly out there. So it's interesting that this is like a big kind of trifold thing, just for a single CD there. Very nice. There's that. And then the CD just like that. Chasing the Sun, Colin James. Okay, and yeah, as I say, he's still gone. It's been a long time since I've seen him last, but I definitely would like to see him live again for sure. Colin James and Chasing the Sun, new album. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll chat again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.